Welcome to WP-Tonic, episode 26, with Jonathan Denwood and Bill Conrad. Jonathan, here we are on Sunday. What are we talking about?
Well, it's more about plugins, Bill.
Sunday the 8th. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's drive on. What are the plugins we're going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about one particular plugin, but it also we're going to be talking about some elements that are around this particular plugin, and it comes from a major source. That's WooCommerce and Woo Themes, and they do a membership plugin called Groups. The reason why this is important, it's a bit like our previous show where we talked about the iThemes membership plugin, and iThemes offer e-commerce. Well, everybody in the WordPress community has heard of WooCommerce and Woo Themes, and it's the big gorilla in the kind of e-commerce. So they do a membership plugin that kind of integrates with WooCommerce. That's if you've got a website where not only are you selling membership, that you're also selling physical products, digital or actual physical stuff. And you've got a kind of e-commerce site, but you're also wanting the great membership. So some of the previous membership plugins that we've talked about will integrate with WooCommerce, but if you're going down that road and you're already using WooCommerce, you probably would be interested in looking at their products. And WooCommerce and their kind of membership product, their micro plugin called Groups, are both free, but you've got to be aware that to get Groups to work with WooCommerce in a actual commercial situation, you have to buy another micro plugin that will allow the two to kind of work together. So yeah, the two are free, but you actually need a third plugin. And I think you can, I just want to get some feedback from you, Bill. Can you see that this is already starting to get a little bit complicated?
I was trying to figure out how to summarize it for my clients. My clients are the folks just learning WordPress, getting into it. They're business people, politicians, and you name it, they're out there, entrepreneurs. So they're looking for a membership site. By the way, just a quick note, we're going to announce the next episode, at least announce what membership site I'll probably be using for New Media Gold. So this looks very complicated, but WooCommerce has such a good name. Also about WooCommerce, just a little note. Patrick, I think it's Roland from WooCommerce, is going to be our final guest on the show in 3 weeks from today.
He is, and he's the product manager for WooCommerce, but he also deals with the membership plugin side, and he's going to be coming on the show. He's an experienced developer in his own right. He's produced a number of micro plugins for WooCommerce himself. He actually, when I was talking with Patrick, he has told me that WooCommerce are going to be introducing in March an upgraded version of their Groups micro plugin, which is going to have a lot more additional functionality, and it's going to be more simple to integrate their own membership plugin into WooCommerce. And he's going to be talking about that, Bill.
Right. He's an amazing guy, well-educated, and he lives in Denver now, but he's going to be way up here when it comes to this.
He's very informative.
He's way up there.
He's a very likable individual, and he's also going to talk about his experiences in working with clients. He's built himself a number of membership websites for clients. So we're going to get his perspective on that as well, Bill.
Right. Real high-end clients, to say the least.
I don't know. I think he's done all sorts of work. So to get back to Groups,
okay, I'm confused. You asked me a question. I didn't want to say it, but I'm really confused on the WooCommerce. WooCommerce has got an excellent name. I've seen some WooCommerce sites of our clients who are actually free. A couple of plugins they've started free, but they're limited.
Yeah, it's because you've got WooCommerce, which is free, and then you've got Groups that is free. But let's say you've got some physical products and you put those into your shopping cart, and then you wanted to buy a kind of membership So you want the membership to go into the same cart. You won't want two separate cart systems.
Okay, this is good.
Right?
Yep, this is very good.
To get that to work, you've got to buy an additional third plugin, which isn't free. So basically, WooCommerce and Groups are both free, but you can see that doesn't really do you any. Well, it's great, but you also need to buy this third plugin from them that will enable you to combine physical purchases with the membership purchase in the same cart.
That was well explained. They understand. Yeah, that was very well explained. Basically, we're mixing a site where you have, and I have a client, a brand new one. You have a physical product you're selling, and his product is purses, believe it or not, custom high-end purses. But then if he wants to create a membership site for a small amount of money, or even a free membership site that you can hook into, you've got to get a plug-in. So you're hooking e-commerce and membership together.
Yes.
In the same shopping cart.
Yes.
But
yes.
WooCommerce does have a membership plug-in.
Called Groups. That's their main. Is that their only plugin they have for membership? At the present moment, like I said, Patrick will be talking about they're doing a major upgrade of that plugin system, which he will be able to discuss in much more detail than me.
Right.
So I think they're responding to. I'm only surmising this, Bill, but I think they're responding to iThemes product, which we talked about in our last show,
right?
Which is the same scenario. They offer a full e-commerce system with membership integration in the same shopping cart. So I think that's clarified a bit for you. But then there's another part of this kind of system that WooCommerce provides, and that's something called a learning management system. So building a membership site, building a structure of deliverables that you're going to offer in the membership site is not a easy task. And you're probably learning that yourself, Bill, are you not?
Oh, yeah. I have a really basic membership site right now, but yes.
Right. Building the structure of the offering is not easy. So there's a couple learning management systems. They're called LMS for short, and they're aimed at schools and educational, but they can be used by people constructing courses
right
in their membership structure. And most membership sites are a learning process. They are offering materials over a period of time. They can be very structured. Here's a membership course that lasts for 12 weeks. Here's a membership course that lasts for 6 weeks. So if you're offering that kind of membership sites, utilizing one of these LMSs can be quite beneficial because it gives you a structure where you can they give a framework where you can put week 1 in, week 2 in, week 3 in, week 4 in. And this is why I brought this up, because I gathered what you've told me, what you're trying to do. This kind of membership structure probably has some relevance to what you're trying to build.
Right. And here's what I am doing right now under New Media Gold. We went ahead and did all the research, and I actually learned my WordPress a lot of different ways. But WP 101 I bought year ago for $75 an individual membership. I have actually gone in and got the rights to offer that to my members. The WP 101, you can't beat it. So I'll be integrating that today in our basic membership site. But the next level, we're going to start teaching WordPress, streaming media, and Google+. So those are separate little courses.
Yeah.
They're lifelong courses. We're going to update them. Don't have to be complicated. So that's what I'm really looking for, is a membership site that we can allow people to get on and watch those courses.
But will it have a structure where they will be taken through a number of weeks?
I could do that down the road. I will do that down the road. Right now, though, I think I'm just going to offer the courses. Here's the 7 courses for WordPress.
Right. So at the present,
excuse me, 20. But
yeah. So at the present moment, LMS is probably not, but at some time it might be. So at the present moment, that's one of the strengths of WooCommerce because they've got this, and you'll probably be able to pronounce it a bit better than me because I'm notorious for butchering. Sansel, Sensel, Sansel, Sansol. They offered this other plugin system, which gives you a rather nice LMS. So basically, if you're going to sell physical product and also a membership area, and in that membership area, you're probably looking at a 6, 12 week, 12 month kind of structured course framework. They offer you this additional plugin that will help you construct that, and it all should work together. This LMS they offer is not free though, so there's a lot of planning. If you're looking at these free plugins that come from Woo themes and you're working on a serious membership site that's going to have a lot of course content, this is probably a direction which you're going to be interested in. But there's a lot of, we're already talking about 4 plugins that come from them. And actually, they've got a whole library of other micro plugins. And in my experience, Bill, if you're going down this road, you're probably looking at 4 or 5 other micro plugins that come from them. So it starts getting reasonably complicated, even if you're not doing any kind of custom coding.
And expensive.
Well, yeah, but even it depends on are you a real hardcore hobbyist when it comes to WordPress, or have you got, you might not be a top PHP coder, but you got a lot of experience. If not, I think you'd probably be best looking at somebody to help you with this, right? Because this is, even though if you're not going to do any custom coding, this soon starts to get a bit complicated.
Right. Jonathan, maybe we'll talk about this a little bit in the next show and not in a lot of detail. But for example, I use Infusionsoft in the backside, which is a very difficult program to master. Infusionsoft sells a membership site for $70 that you can use a month, but they're providing expert advice and guidance and that sort of thing.
Well, that's the other factor that's attractive, like what I mentioned with some of the other plugins that do work with Infusionsoft. I'm almost 99% sure that there's a micro plugin in the WooCommerce library of third-party plugins that works with Infusionsoft. Right.
But Infusionsoft actually just offers to do everything for the membership site.
Yeah, I can't remark. It's
like one solution.
Because I've never utilized that solution, Bill. So.
I have one friend who utilizes it high end. He's making a lot of money, but he just has a lot of money. When you're making $2 million, $1.5 million profit a year, you can contract out a lot of stuff. But I want to ask one question on top of what I'm trying to do with a membership site. For our political friends who are running for office, I need to create a great membership site that they can easily use and understand, so people can sign up, they can be in that group, get email, and then also sort of be assigned tasks, things of that nature. So they need a real simple membership site, more than just an email list, but some kind of membership site where they can get product download, flyers, information, campaign material, things of that nature.
Well, actually, what you're talking about is that they need to restrict areas that are restricted only to certain people that got rights to log into certain areas of the website. That's what you're really talking about.
And they all need an independent login for that website. I guess you could do that in WordPress with the users, but that's a lot of work. I mean, a lot of data entry. You want to do it automatically.
Well, I think you're utilising the wrong wording, Bill, but I think I have a clear idea. And in our next, how are we doing for time, Bill?
We're doing 15 minutes. So we got about 3 to 5 minutes.
Right. So in your particular scenario, let's talk about your Pacific. Because in the next episode, we're going to talk about some other membership plugins that we didn't talk about.
Right, and we're going to talk about what I'm going to be using.
We're going to do a general over, and I'm going to recommend some of them. Rightio.
I want to start. I want to finish up with a commercial for you.
Rightio.
WP-Tonic and Mail Right. And I know you're leaving down to Las Vegas for 5 days to go see the vets. First client are really veterinarians.
I'm gonna be dewormed.
So yeah, dewormed. I think Mail Right's got tremendous potential, especially the ability to program out all your social media, the backside.
Well, it's more than that, actually, Bill. I just want to give you a quick, because I didn't really explain to you what exactly MailRight is. I never felt that I really clarified what I want to take this product to, because this is a beta 0.01 product. It's the bare minimum product that's got viability. What my final ambition with this is, Bill, is that it is a retention marketing automation system aimed at small to medium-sized businesses that effectively does affect, where you can get effective outreach through email, which has still got the highest return on investment of anything, but it automates it, but also helps automate the social media outreach, because you've been doing a lot more under my guidance.
Yep.
But you can see the amount of time it takes up, doesn't it?
You have to systemize yourself. I mean, it's a whole process. You know what?
Yeah, it takes a lot of time up.
We're scheduled next month for a different topic, but in 2 months from now, maybe we need to just go do 4 courses about social media.
Oh yeah, I think that's great, Bill. I think So it takes up a lot of time. So MailRight automates that. It's only so far that you can automate it, but I think where we're aiming to automate it provides value and also gives the ability of the client to still do some of it themselves, and that's what we're proposing. But the next version up, give you this quick scenario. Let's say you've got a veterinarian practice, and let's say it's got 2,000 clients, and let's say though they're 50-50 dogs and cat clients, and of those cat clients, only let's say over 50% only come in once a year. Right. The principal, the practice wants to encourage those particular cat owners to come in more than once a year. It's beneficial for the cat, it's beneficial for the owner if they do come in more often. So what MailRight will do is that we will provide an email drip system. So when the vet imports the data into the system, it will say, and it will have the ability to find all the cat owners that haven't come in for over a 11-month period of time. It will list all those, and then it will send a specific email to those cat owners that have not been into the practice for an 11-month period, offering them maybe a special inducement to come into the practice to have a general checkup of their cat.
Yeah, it's a nice, simple way to manage your clients, to get information out, and to automate. And it's not as expensive as my $200 a month that I pay in Infusionsoft.
Well, some of our products will be on the higher end, but what I propose to offer is different levels with different level of pure total automation, and then levels where we're helping the client, okay. But we're becoming a kind of consultant to actually help the client build their practice.
Okay, Jonathan, what I'd like to do at the end of the next show, one last commercial for you at the end of the next show, we'll look about cats and animals and how it helps them through the veterinarians. Well, let's see how it can help a politician, because I've got some ideas how it could help a politician.
We're changing it from WordPress into a pet only show, aren't we, Bill?
Yeah. No, I'm going to talk to you about the end of the next show, what I'm looking for the politicians of 216, what I think they need, and how that product can work for them.
I'm excited that we're getting Patrick on, because WooCommerce, when it comes to membership, is popular with people, because they know a lot of them are selling physical product. And if you're looking at a shop, if you're in the WordPress community and you're looking at, a lot of people do look at WooCommerce as their shopping cart platform. So a membership that integrates with that is attractive.
Very good. So that's the end of episode 26. It'll be going up tonight, Sunday the 8th. We're going to take a break and come back and record the next episode for next week, since we're all going different places. I'm going to San Diego. You're on the road the week after that. So anyway, good show, Jonathan. I'm looking forward to figure out what I'm supposed to do with New Media Gold on our membership sites. Aloha. Are you talking? Aloha. Say bye.
Bye.
Yeah.